and she said, yeah, show me how to bring it back. I'ma be loyal and trill, just show me love back. She said she chose before, but that won't the right choice. I said you can't judge positive vibes when your say moist. She said, yeah, you right, it's always been about the sex. But after lust is fulfilled, it's like, what is next? I said, yeah, you right, sex don't mean a thing without the mental. Mind, body, and soul, baby girl, make it suspenseful. She handed me all she had, she said, Daddy, would you teach me that? I said, with this investment, I'ma show you that. She wanna make love. 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 I said this takes time, ain't no overnight. She said she 10 toes down, just keep her right. I said our understanding judges what's wrong or right, and whatever motion knocks you down, get up and fight. Now I'm the only thing on her mind when she out my sight. She goes and gets it for my dresser every night. We finally built enough to go and get up out the game. Snatch some businesses put on for our families, man. Got a call from my mama, said she was in an accident. She left me forever. Lord, this ain't what I meant. Drunk driver ended a beautiful life so sadly. Last text I got from her was, I love you, Daddy. Love, love, love. She wanna make love.
Amen, amen, amen. Wonderful people, beautiful, wonderful people. What a beautiful song from the choir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was brought to my attention that someone put a roll of pennies in the collection plate. Now, please be so kind and stand up if it was you. And receive your blessings, please.
Yes, that would be me, sir.
You, sir, you?
Yes.
Yes, Tiny. Please take him out back and give him the special hands and feet blessing. Excuse me. That will conclude our services for today. And don't forget, we are here next Sunday. I will be giving my testimonial on how to pull out. If you shoot the club up, deny. Until the paternity test comes back. God bless and amen. Amen. Good people.
Yeah. It's your OG baby, Mr. Mike. Turn up entertainment. Sunday morning, City of Brotherly Love. We got some new shit going on, all right? Starting today, me and my man, Lafayette Jenkins, a.k.a. the football guru. Say hi to him, La.
Hey, what's going down, y'all, everybody? Let me reintroduce myself. Lafayette Jenkins, the N.F.L. draft guru, N.F.L. extraordinaire. If you want to know all the whereabouts about the inside the N.F.L., I'm your guy.
Yes, indeed, people. So I couldn't do this show without you. It's funny, Lane, because if you ain't come out like, I'm going to try to do this shit, I was like, nah, I can't do this shit because I don't know no goddamn stats.
All it takes is studying, man. You know the players, you know the league. All you have to do is just read.
Just read.
That's all you got to do is read.
And a whole gang of fucking numbers.
You know the players and you know the teams. All it takes is reading. Being interested is half the battle.
So I'm halfway there then.
Yep, you got it. You have the interest. Now all you got to do is put the work in.
Fred, what's up, Fred? Fred, you want to come on, Fred? What's up, Fred? We want to invite you on, all right, Fred?
Yeah, we need you. You raunchy.
So we're gonna try this again. We tried it about a year ago, but our schedules schedules was clashing. So we're gonna try this again. People been asking, so me and Lane, we right back at it. He's the stat boy, I'm the game boy. That's what we do. So every Sunday from 11 to 12, we'll be here. Football season about what? 2 weeks away, Lane?
Yeah, well, we have preseason games going on right now. So
And they start next Thursday.
I know a lot of people don't have an interest in NFL.
Preseason. I do though.
Me too. Like I said previously, you just never know who you're going to be seeing for the first time. I always go back to when the Cowboys had a walk-on free agent, Everson Walls.
Everson Walls
made the team.
My
walk-on free
fucking
agent,
man.
Was never drafted, and I followed their careers from that point up until the end. So
Everson fucking Walls, dog.
Preseason games is very important, and I know the NFL is trying to cut them out, but I think that's a mistake.
I do too.
And,
Cut games down.
Yeah, not only that, you will limit people's opportunity to make the team.
Yeah, it's like a real live tryout.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you on the team, but it's definitely
You'll be eliminating the opportunity
Yeah.
for Everson Walls, the Drew Pearsons,
yeah.
the Michael Downs of the league.
So we went from what 6 games to 4 games, right?
Yeah, well,
Wasn't it
some
6 games at
some
once?
teams play 5 games preseason
Because the Hall of Fame
because of
game.
the Hall of Fame game, but the standard is 4. It's never 6. They'll never had that.
But one time it was 6 games.
I don't recall.
You don't recall that?
No.
Ooh, I got one up on you, Lane. You better research that one, Lane.
Yeah, but I think that they
Pow.
are talking an 18-game regular season schedule now.
Then that mean preseason got to be cut.
I guess.
So why the fuck you do
Because
that?
If you want to promote having a league where you care about the players' health, I guess you would.
You gotta fucking do. You
But
gotta do that.
At the end of the day, finances dictate everything,
Yes, it do.
and this thing is going to have to be collectively bargained.
Yes. 18 games plus playoffs. Oh my God. So you know what that also means, though, Lane? We need more players.
Yeah.
So it's the 54 man roster?
53-man roster.
53 man roster. So if you add on 2 more games, it might have to go to 60.
You will hope, because like again, if you want
Because people get hurt.
if you want to promote the players' health, then how can you justify adding
Yes.
more games and less players?
Yes, yeah, that ain't going. And then you're gonna fuck with preseason. I like preseason. Why you don't think people like preseason?
Because they don't. The vast majority of fans don't want to invest in the 6th and 7th round draft pick, the free agent. They don't want to know these guys. They want to see their stars perform.
But my thing is, those guys are the future.
Right, but when you see, we grew up in the 70s and the 80s football where you pretty much knew your team, but now it's free agency, salary cap. So it's always a rotation, players coming in and out of this league, so on teams too. So
Yeah.
you have that. You have to factor that in as well. So injuries, salary cap, as far as players getting paid and what they're replacing it. So you're seeing a thing where the league is guys are being replaced by
Them late round
draft
picks.
Yeah. So they're being replaced by them guys, and it also talks about when you talk about a guy that's been drafted in the 5th, 6th round, you talk about finances, so they're cheap labor.
Yes,
So
and they're
you
hungry.
factor that in too. So
It's your OG baby, Mr. Mike Turner of Entertainment. This is a new episode. This is a new episode to what I do every Sunday, starting today. Every Sunday, you can catch me and the football guru, Lafayette Jenkins. We're going to be talking football before the games come on. So y'all can come on, we can debate, we can talk football and all that good shit. And like I said, I'm the football man, he's the stat dude. You want to know stats, who came in the league, when they got drafted, what college, and all that good shit. My man right here to my left, he's the one for that. But if you want to talk games, there's a lot of games in this ball here. All right, Lane, so we got, how do you feel about your division this year?
oh man, this is the landscape of NFC.
About the Bullshit Eagles. Oh, did I say that?
The landscape of the NFC East is set up nicely, and it's all going to boil down to quarterback play.
Yes,
It always
always,
did.
don't it?
But now you look at it now, I think that the future is bright for the NFC East because they got young quarterbacks. And when you talk about the quarterback position, the Eagles really got ahead of the schedule by rearing up Carson Wentz, and it got him at a fairly cheap price. I think he's going to outplay that contract.
Do you think he's injury prone?
I mean, well, he had an injury. He had injuries in college. He had an injury in the pros. Last year he played.
He had 2 injuries in the pros so far.
One that really was to the point to where though he missed games. So I think that with him, Dak Prescott.
That's the show right there. All right. So right now, what's up, Ro? How you feeling, Ro? We talking about your boys today, Ro. So I know you want to tune in. It was still recording. What's up, Ro? I know you want to talk about your Eagles. My man to my left right here, he's a Cowboy fan, but he's a stat man. All right, so every Sunday you can catch us from 11 to 12. We'll be doing this. Today's our first day, so we got to get things warmed up.
We just quickly want to add the show and just let y'all pretty much know what we're about and what to expect out of this show.
So what are some things should they expect from us besides a bunch of football talk?
I think they should expect brutal honesty from me.
Always.
Although I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, I study this game, and I try to eliminate a biased opinion when it comes to that because I feel like it would disrespect the studying I put in. So a lot of people tend to tune in and want to hear biased opinions and rhetoric, but I can add that into it to a degree, but for the most part, I try to give an honest assessment of every team in the NFL.
So why you think when people kind of show love to other teams, people always say they dick riding? It's not for the love of the game. Like, you know, if you remember the statement I made a few years ago on the old page when I was saying how the Eagles were a good football team. This was before they won the Super Bowl. And I got grind up for that statement.
I think that a lot of times it depends on the individual who's saying it and how consistent he is with the statements. You can't, on one hand, be 90% negative, then come out and say, on the 10% and say, hey, the Eagles is good, because then
people see that.
People see that and say, you flip-flopping. And that's the one thing I've never been accused of, being a flip-flop, although I have had people question my loyalty to the Cowboys. But I'm like a fan, any other fan that's been with the team for a long period of time. You get frustrated, and you see things that when you're accustomed to winning, and winning championships in particular, that's the standard here, and
yes.
It hasn't been met.
And the key word, the standard.
Right, it hasn't been met, and now there's and then you got to factor in nowadays NFL and this Donald Trump era. You got to add in the social
Donald
aspect
Trump.
in it all.
That motherfucker.
Because we're not children anymore, and we have real life issues, and how that factors into the NFL, what you like, and your team that you represent. You want to at the end of the day, you want your team to represent your values and what you value.
True that. That's why I'm a Pittsburgh fan. Hard working, blue collar. All right, so we had the Hall of Fame inductee. Man, I fucking love the Hall of Fame, man. It's like the older I get, the more I start to appreciate the Hall of Fame, man. When I was young, it was just a thing to me. Now that I'm older and I know what it's about, man, I fucks with the Hall of Fame, dog. Yeah, I really do.
I think that for us, when we were younger, we didn't have that connection with the players. That
we didn't.
That were introduced into it.
We didn't.
Now that you actually had the opportunity to see guys play and their careers end, and there's a plethora of guys out there that you have seen play in this league, and you appreciate them even though you hold
also, we ain't have ESPN back then either, man.
Exactly.
Like, man, we ain't had. I try to tell the young boys, man. We used to watch NFL films on late Sunday night, man.
I'm talking about sport. George Michael's.
Yes.
I'm talking about calling.
Yes.
Calling that sports number that you had to get to update the scores.
They don't know about that. I used to stay up, man.
976-1313.
I had to be at Gillespie. We're in Gillespie now, man. Of course you remember that day. And I'm up, sleepy dog. All I wanted to see was some fucking football highlights.
Yeah, me, I remember we would huddle up and the Cowboys season started. We were playing preseason games and we would call that number religiously to see if they won or lost. This is a true story. I remember one time leaving the date at the movie theater because the Cowboys were playing the Houston Oilers in the
For real?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
was so fixated on what was going on in that game.
You had to leave.
I left her.
I got one
left
for
out.
you too, man. I got one
And
for
went
you.
home and watched the Oilers.
What?
Earl Campbell run for 189 yards against us on Thanksgiving Day.
I had a show set up. Pittsburgh was playing, right? And I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, Pittsburgh come on at 1. Why would you schedule some shit, football season, at 1 o'clock? So I made a deal with it. I said, all right, I'm going to come, but I'm going to leave at halftime. Lane, I'm sitting up there, Lane. This shit, hurry the fuck up. Lane, I left before halftime. I was gone.
Right? Yeah.
She turned around, Lane. I found the nearest fucking bar to watch that game.
Yeah.
Football fans. All right, Lane, we got a comment over here from my man, Ro. He an Eagle fan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Ro, that championship got old real quick, didn't it?
Yeah, didn't it?
It ain't all cut out what you thought it would be.
Yeah. But no, some Eagle fans still riding that shit,
I
though.
mean, yeah, it's old now, so.
All right, so Ro want to know what do you think about the Deshaun Jackson and Wentz collab? And how does that strengthen the wide receiver weapons, or do you think Jackson is going to be yeah, that's a good one. I think he's gonna make a bunch of splash plays.
Yeah, I think Deshaun Jackson always been a one-trick pony.
One trick pony.
So, I mean, it is to be respected. But if you look at history with as far as I'm a Cowboy fan, so he hurt us one time I can recall.
That's it.
We was pretty much had him in check as far as playing against him. But I do like the pickup. I mean, it adds
For real?
element. Yeah, it adds an element to their offense because see the guy that I'm interested in seeing this preseason is the guy Whiteside, Ortega Whiteside. They drafted
For the Eagles?
Yeah.
What do you do, Lane?
He's a wide receiver from Stanford, and he's big, physical. You know, I want to see exactly how they utilize him in this offense. But my thing is like the Eagles offensively collected, they got a good core, especially strong at the tight end position.
Susie Q. What's up, Susie Q? We talking football today, Sue. And this man to my left, he's a Cowboy fan. So always been a Cowboy fan. So you can tune in every Sunday between 11 and 12. Me and the Guru, we're going to be on. We're going to be talking football. He can be doing his picks, all that good stuff. This is what you have to expect from us. And we do not agree on everything either.
I'm going to tell you something right now, though. Eagle fans, I'm putting y'all on notice. This is our year. We going to Super Bowl this year.
I heard that.
I done been saying this, and I've been talking. I have never been this confident in so many years.
So what?
Say this.
What
Very
changed
much
that
Super
made you
Bowl.
feel that confident, Lane?
The only thing that could hurt this is coaching.
It's
That's
bad
it.
coaching.
We got the talent. We got the players. Only thing that can bother this is coaching.
So what happened or what players did you get? What did you see?
The young nucleus we got. I mean, we stacked at every position. Defensive line, linebacker.
With no marquee players.
secondary. Marquee players. You kidding me? We got the top. We got the most players in the top 100 this year. What do you mean not marquee? Kidding me? We
Well,
got
wait,
players
no
in the top
rookies.
100.
We talking about like vets on your team.
We got a young nucleus. You kidding me? With Leighton Vander Esch, Jalen Smith.
I like him though.
Kidding me? Brian Jones.
I like
Chido
Vander Esch.
Awuzie. Are you
Woozier. Who the fuck is Woozier?
cornerback? We got a nice young talented front up front, led by the veteran.
Well, how about your receiver core? People would say your receiver
Amari
core is.
Cooper, we got a nice mix
Oh, y'all
of
signed
veterans.
him back.
We don't have to sign him back. He under contract with us.
I had a 1 year contract.
He get his play. He get his money. You know, one thing about Jerry Jones is this is why I can't understand Ezekiel Elliott jumping the gun with 2 years left on his contract. That
So why you think
Okay,
players do
track
that any fucking way
I
with?
think in his position, I can understand to a degree because he played the running back position. And that's a devalued position in this league, and you want your money because of the way they use them and how many carries he had productive a year, so he might be under the impression that they're using him.
So Roe says Dez Bryant and Prescott are overrated. They only had Dez Bryant no more. I have no idea.
They had no connection at all. What he has to do with this?
Yeah, and he don't even play for the Cowboys no more.
We talking Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and Randall Cobb.
So those your three?
Yeah, they're my big three. And Randall Cobb is a better slot receiver than Cole Beasley because you got to play the whole field with him.
Cobb, the boy from Green Bay.
Yes,
I like him.
Yes,
slot receiver.
Yes, we got Witten back, old reliable Jason Witten back.
Witten came out of retirement.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. So
So he must know something we don't know then. He know what you know. Super Bowl.
Yeah, we going to Super Bowl this year, no doubt.
Interesting. How about for the AFC?
The Indianapolis Colts.
The Colts?
Yes, the Indianapolis Colts.
Where that come from? Cause Luck got hurt.
Luck got hurt too.
He like punk ass injury.
Luck played a full 16-game season last year. He's healthy. His arm strength is back. He got weapons around him. Got a great offensive line that I think rival the Cowboys' offensive line, if not better.
So I think my boys gonna do.
Steelers?
500?
I think that they Steelers, man, I always respect them because they got a class organization. And the fact that, up there, people hyping up the Cleveland Browns, and I get it.
Yes.
But
how you feel about that? Bunch of hype? That's all.
They got to prove it to me because,
yeah, me too.
Talking on paper.
Yeah.
There's another thing to build on the field, but they got young talent. I can see where they trending up. Like I did predict them to go 7-9 last year. So I
predicted more than one. I predicted a couple of wins, so they damn sure did
trending
that.
up, but on the same token, I think that it got to be a quiet type thing, especially when you ain't ever won shit.
Yes, because a lot of times you don't want that bullseye on you.
Exactly, because it tend to make people play harder than
what they. Yes. Everybody said we played Cleveland. That's a win.
Yeah, it's chirping and all this, off season.
But we ain't got to worry about that no more because people gonna play Cleveland hard, and now we're going to see what Cleveland is made about.
The Ravens, they got a hard-nosed team, and they building their team up to the point where.
How you feel about the Ravens quarterback?
Well, they hard.
I think this year is second year. He got to throw the fucking ball to me, Lane. I don't go with that.
Well, teams going to dictate to that.
Yes.
Teams are going to dictate to make him be
throw the fucking ball. Yes.
That's the thing with the black quarterback. Period.
I'm glad you say that.
At some point, the athleticism is great and everything, but
yes, preach, my brother.
The history tells me that you're going to have to win with your arm in the long
preach. Run. I'm always saying that people are trying to throw that race shit in there.
No,
and I'm telling you,
you cannot.
No, I'm black, and I'm telling you,
you cannot listen. When it comes to race and the African American quarterback, for anybody to overlook that would be
stupid,
willfully ignorant.
Yes. So, and you don't know fucking sports.
That they don't have the lack of opportunity.
Uh-huh.
And the numbers even dictate that we have 32 teams in this league with 70% African American players.
How many quarterbacks?
You saying out of the
about 5?
Cam Newton that started, Dak Prescott's a starter, and you talking
Wolf from Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Jameis Winston.
Baltimore
for
who else?
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that I can think of.
Yeah, starting.
Detroit? No.
No, Detroit. Nope. But you see, when you say lack of, there's a lack of opportunity, and they have played with a short lease. So white quarterbacks don't experience to the degree. You know what I mean? They get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, where as a black quarterback in this league, you're limited. And
Kansas City. If one more fucking person say, goddamn Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City has a black quarterback, so I guess you.
Oh, yeah. That's why you say Kansas City. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Kansas City for a Super Bowl. I'm about to say. Yeah. So that's 5. 5 starting black quarterbacks.
And the 32-team league with 70% African American quarterbacks, so.
I always say that. I always say to people that black quarterbacks, this is just my personal opinion, but we don't last long in the NFL because we got to throw the fucking ball. And just like you said, All that athletic shit, yes, that's good in college, but when it comes to pros, man, you gotta throw the fucking ball
I mean, it's
sooner
good
or
in the
later.
pros, but just be able to do both.
You got, especially when the playoffs time come.
It don't allow nobody to pinhole you into that. You know what I mean?
Into what?
Into being just a running quarterback.
Yeah, or make your wide receiver.
Yeah, if you look at the quarterbacks, the black quarterbacks who have won Super Bowls, although they had good legs, they beat you with their arm.
Yeah, Doug Williams.
Yes, Doug Williams was not a scrambler.
No, he really wasn't. He really wasn't. I mean, he had to run when he had to, but for the most part.
Yeah, but for the most part, you won't see no film of Doug Williams scrambling around.
Nah. You ain't gonna see that. All right, my man, Ro. I fucks with Ro. Ro be at work. Man, Ro be going at it at work,
Yeah.
dog. Yeah, dog. It's a funny fucking thing. All right. He said he don't think that collabs are going to be that big this year.
Who?
Collabs. He said he's been a. He talk about the Colts. He been a big fan of Marvin Harrison.
No, the Colts are stacked, man. You can't overlook them. You know, they strong. They won. I think they won like 9 out of their last 11 games last year.
Now he agreed with me. I think Luck is injury prone too.
Yeah, well, you know, the guy played 16 games last year. He had an injury, shoulder injury, overcame it.
So why you think some quarterbacks get that injury prone bug,
It's a rough league.
and some really fucking don't?
And then you got to understand with the Colts too that they had a shaky offensive line for years with Luck. So now that's been, you know, rectified.
Like Manny, Eli never really been out that long.
No, Eli Manning gets rid of the ball.
Eli, who we got?
He gets the
Eli,
ball in his hand.
Tom Brady. Ben don't get hurt that much no more.
I never known Ben to be an injury-prone quarterback, although he take hits.
He take hits. He might get an injury, but
Yeah, but he
who
played
else
for
we
him.
got? Green Bay.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has been shaky
He don't-
with injuries.
Would you say he get hurt a lot?
Yeah, I think but he plays with them though. That's the thing.
Ah.
He's available. You know what I mean? He don't miss time like that. You know what I mean?
So I guess that's that separation from the.
When you talk about injuries and how it affect your team, you want a guy that's going to be on the field.
True.
You know what I mean? So
Unless it's one of them injuries that really put him off the
if
field.
injury don't affect, even though they're on the field, they don't affect their ability to perform.
Interesting. All right, so back to the Hall of Fame. I ain't watch it yet, but I definitely want to see Ed Reed and Champ Bailey. I definitely want to see I definitely want to see their speeches.
I think I seen the speeches of the players. It was lackluster in my opinion.
No,
Yeah, it was a little lackluster. I think the best one out of the bunch that I seen was Ty Law's.
Ty Law.
Ty Law was the best. I mean,
Who cried? Did anybody cry?
Ty Law cried. He was talking to his mother.
Oh shit! Was his mom alive?
Yeah, his mom alive. Yeah, she was in the audience, and you know, he thanked her and talked about the players that the Patriots that, you know, basically they were the guys who started this dynasty.
That yes.
And to see that Tom Brady is still going through all this is amazing.
Yes.
I mean, you know.
When they had Bill Parcells, they just never got over the hump.
Yeah, Parcells got him to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Parcells. Yeah. He had running back Calvin Bryant.
No,
No, who's the running back?
at that time with the Patriots,
No, yeah. I just saw a joint on him too.
Calvin Bryant. Calvin Bryant played for the Washington Redskins in the N.F.L.
All right.
He was a USFL player though.
Who was it? The guy that went from the Jets to New England.
It was Curtis Martin.
Curtis Martin. There you go. I knew it. Son. I actually like Curtis Martin.
Yeah, Curtis Martin is a Hall of Famer.
Yes. He cried too and said how Bill Parcells showed a lot of faith in him.
Because he, you know, gave him opportunity.
Yes, he did. Yes, indeed. Interesting. But I want to see them though. For whatever reason, I definitely want to see. I definitely want to hear their speeches. And some of the things that I've been seeing when they do like the highlights, man, is everybody's path to the NFL is different.
Yeah, and you come back from different ethnic backgrounds.
Yes, different schools.
Because you got Tony Gonzalez, you had Kevin Mawai, you know, you got these guys, you know, took a different path to the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
come from different ethnic backgrounds. So
You know, Ed Reed was talking about how this white lady took him in.
yeah, I mean, you have that, you know, in the NFL, that where you have families who are guys that come from broken homes and stuff like that.
And they see something in you.
Stable. Yeah, of course, that's to be the main key, that you're talented. So
Talented need guidance.
yeah,
See, I want to do an AAU basketball. And I was telling my friend, I'm all about the other people, Lane. They're like you say, the guys that got talent, but they might not get that big time scholarship. They just as good as the other bougie ass high school players, but for whatever reason, they ain't got that backing. That's who I like.
I'm honestly disgusted with AAU basketball. Like it's kind of a joke to me. And then you got this. I mean, I like LeBron James and everything, but
So how you feel about that?
This atmosphere, him,
At the game, dunking.
No, I mean I ain't got no issue with that. I just got an issue with them recruiting top high school players from over the country to come play, and it's the same deal with him in the NBA. Like, if your son is playing with all the top athletes in high school, where's the level of competition at for them to be? I mean, you don't want to compete. There's like when I was young, man. Like I wanted to go up against the best.
Yeah.
That's the I want to beat you. I don't want to team up with you.
I want to beat you. True.
And this. I don't know.
So NFL ain't like that though.
No, the NFL has parity, and that's what's great about this league, and that's what the NBA don't get.
And they tried, you know what? A few years ago, they tried to make it that parity thing, but certain teams still dominate.
No, and it's the thing. Like even regardless, look, that's why you respect the Patriots so much, because in this era of free agency and salary cap,
they still winning.
They with the players rolling in. I can remember when they lost Ty Law, they lost Lloyd. Everybody thought it was the end of the world. And here it is, all these years later, they're still winning titles.
Ty Law, Lloyd Malloy.
Able to replace these players
quick, and actually with cheaper players.
Yeah, I mean, this is what they've been doing it with. If you look at the crux of their team, it's not the first round draft pick that represents them. It's the middle round draft pick, the Teddy Bruschi's,
Take Teddy Bruschi.
Yeah, I mean, guys come out there just hard nosed, not a whole lot of talent, not a whole lot of flash, but know their job.
Yes, indeed.
And sacrifice and willing to do it for.
Plus, you playing for a winning organization.
Exactly.
So shit, you better get your shit together. You want that ring.
Yeah, so.
All right, people. It's Sunday morning. All right, we at the bottom of the hour. Like we said, me and Lane, we just getting started. We're going to keep this ball rolling. Next week, we're going to give you an hour. Next week, we'll have more to talk about. A couple of preseason games, right?
Yeah.
Thursday. Who played Thursday?
I think it's the Cardinals playing somebody. I'm looking forward to seeing the quarterback, Kyler Murray.
The Cardinals? Nah. Yeah. Me and this young boy had a debate about him. You know what I said to him, Lane? I said, all that shit good in college, man, but when you come to the pros, man, shit change.
I think that he has to step up because the system that is in place for him to be successful was a college system. So it ain't the pass in NFL when you were drafting a quarterback, you had to fit him into a certain, plus now these quarterbacks are coming in nowadays ready to play because of that system.
Because they playing in pro-ready college system?
Nah, yeah. Well, the NFL game is more of a college game now, as far as spreading out and RPOs and stuff like that. So it's kind of more simpler for them and making reads and stuff like that.
So RPOs came from the college?
Yeah,
the college scheme.
Of course. Yeah, I think that Chip Kelly,
brought that shit.
Yeah, brought it into the league and made it, to a point now where everybody's trying to mimic it and play
that RPO. I would love to see the fullback come back.
Yeah, I think them days are over with. But
I know. I would love. You know what else I would love to see, Lane? With the fullback and halfback in the backfield.
Yeah.
I would love the fuckers. I formation. And what's the one? Right? Not the I, where you got the fullback on one side and halfback on the
split formation.
Yes, I would definitely love to see that.
Them days over with.
But why you think that? Why you think that?
Because of the athletes on the other side of the ball.
Them linebacker blitzes and shit like that.
Linebackers, them corners, them safeties.
So you need that fullback to block that motherfucker.
Well, not necessarily. You need your fullback to be a receiver now.
Fullback / tight end / fullback.
Somebody that can get out there in space and create a mismatch.
Yeah. No, when I played Madden, I use my tight end as a fullback.
Some people do that in the NFL.
Yeah.
Call it an H-back.
Yeah. And I love that jumbo formation on that 4th and 1. Yeah, I like that right there. I might even play action out that motherfucker.
Yeah, I just want to make like the Giants. I like their quarterback, their rookie quarterback they draft. I think they got the best quarterback in the draft.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
He got booed too.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, they don't know no better. That's why. Stands, fans, and then But I think.
And it was about time for him to get it back up anyway, right?
Yeah, somebody replace Eli. Like I said, the landscape in NFC East is changing. You got to have a young quarterback in place.
To be ready.
And win it within that 4-year span. You know what I mean? Because at some point you're going to have to pay these guys. And Dallas has had that conundrum now with Dak Prescott. And I'm all in favor of not let him earn the contract.
So with your boy Zeke.
Well, like I said again,
off-field issues.
I think he jumped the gun. Like he need to know whoever is advising him is giving him bad advice, in my opinion.
Why do players jump the gun anyway when he got like a year or two left on their contract?
I think in his situation, like I said again, is the position that he plays and how he's being utilized. You want to get paid now, and you see the landscape of you see Ty Gurley got his money. Le'Veon Bell sat out a year and basically.
But wouldn't it be better to at least play out your contract? I mean, you got 2 fucking years left.
It depends upon what position you play. It depends upon the position that you play. I understand his premise, but I think that he needs to understand exactly who he's dealing with because, first of all, Jerry Jones, like I said again, Jerry Jones has a track record. If you play, he pays, and he's never lost a player that he did not like. Some people can try to point to DeMarco Murray, but DeMarco Murray wasn't special. So we understood that. It was more of an offensive line deal with him. Plus, he didn't offer that variety of out of the backfield catching, and he wasn't shifty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all you need to know about how DeMarco Murray wasn't special, to me in my eyes, was that Green Bay playoff game where that hole was huge. If that's Zeke, that's a touchdown and we win that game. But instead, because he's not special, he ran through that hole and old-ass Julius Pepper stuck out an arm and stripped him and he fumbled. What should have been a touchdown.
You said old-ass Julius Peppers.
Old-ass Julius Peppers stuck
Yeah,
his arm.
he is about what, like 15 years now?
Yeah, he out of the league. He retired, I guess. So
he played ball too, North Carolina.
He's a good player, but no player. I don't give a fuck if it was J.J. Watt. That hole was that big that if you special, you hit that home run.
Yeah.
And he not special.
Like he did on us.
Yeah, like he not special.
Yeah, you remember that game, right?
The screenplay. Yeah.
Was it screen? No, it was up the gut.
Well, it was up the gut too, but he had a screenplay that went 70-something yards on y'all.
Well, that wasn't more as impactful as we in the fucking game. We stopping y'all.
They all was
and
impactful because
Zeke bust that hole, dog. Boom.
They all were impactful because at the end of the day, it was a back and forth seesaw battle.
Yeah, it was.
Had that play not happened, they might have decided the game in your favor.
Well, but the way he bust that hole, I was like, damn. Phew.
DeMarco Murray wasn't special, so I understood.
Is he still playing the league?
No.
I guess why,
Because
huh?
he's not special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had an 18-yard season. It was pretty cool. But you got to factor in that the offensive line was dominant that year, too.
Yeah.
So
It's your OG, baby. Next Sunday, we're going to be right back at you. Like I said, we gave you a good 45 minutes a day. But next week, we're going to give you the whole hour. We'll have more to talk about, all right? Follow Guru on his page. What's that page, Lane?
The NFL Draft Guru.
On Facebook. You can follow that. Are you on Instagram, too?
No, I'm not on Instagram.
Oh, just Facebook. They say Facebook for old heads.
I like Facebook over Instagram.
Yeah, me too. But because of what I do, I got to be on both. All right. But next week, we're going to be right back at you, 11 o'clock. We have some more football to talk about. If you want to hear the recording of the show, especially people on the Guru page, click that link that I sent, that Spreaker link, and you can check out me and Lane. Leave us some comments. I guarantee you we'll respond to it. All right. So until next Sunday, we're going to holler at you. Peace. Now, hit finish. You're going to share that. You ain't hot. I got hot.